And we're back with another tutorial. This time we are editing the montage video project. So we already recorded it. You watched that last video, you went out, you shot your montage. Now it's time to bring it into Premiere Pro to do your editing. In this video, I'm going to show you a little different way to import stuff than I did with the knock knock joke video. On my left side here is my hard drive where I want to store everything. I'm in my CM102 folder. I'm going to right click, new folder, say montage video. And let's open that one up by double clicking on it. On the right side here is the video card itself that has the content. Now, this is what your video card will look like when you put it into your computer here. The DCIM is where your content lives. It's inside this folder for this camera. And in here I have a bunch of different clips. But this clip right here is the clip that I need. I know that because I've looked at the other ones. I know what they are. This is the one I need. I'm just going to click and drag it into my montage video project folder, and it's right now copying over to my hard drive. Now once it's done copying, and I can do this with a lot of files. I do this with big projects all the time where I copy everything in my hard drive first, and then I open up Premiere Pro and start doing my process. So again, here's my Premiere Pro start screen. I'm going to click on the new project button over here. First things first, name your project name, and then click on where you want to save it to. So I'll put it inside that montage video folder, choose that. I want it to be the montage video. There it is. Now I want to make sure I'm going to uncheck this copy media because I don't want to copy media. I'm going to go here and I'm going to navigate to the folder where it is. And here's that media that I need. So I'm going to click on that, and then we're going to come to the bottom right and hit create. Now I had auto transcribe onto this still, but we're not using any of the audio from this. This is going to be a rhythmic montage. So we're going to be editing to the beat. So here's my clip here, and the way I'm going to work this is I'm going to find all my shots first and then just pop them in my timeline and then add the music in and then adjust the timing of everything to the beat of the music. And the total length of this is going to be 30 seconds. No more, no less. I want it right on 30 seconds. So here's our first shot. It's panning left and right as scenery. So I'm going to go to the beginning of this, which is about here. Hit the I for in, and I can play it.
I'm just going to hold my camera.
I'm actually going to mute my speakers for a second because I don't need the audio from it. And we're panning, we're panning, we're panning. Oh, went a little too far. I'm going to rewind a little bit using the JK on my keyboard. And there we go. I paused it with the space bar, hit O for out, and then we're going to drag this to our timeline. And now we've created a timeline. And I always like to come back in here and rename my timeline once it's created. And click over here on the timeline. I'm going to hit the down arrow to make sure I am at the end of the clip. And now we're going to scrub forward a little bit and find that next clip, which is going to be Shannon walking towards the camera. And I want to start when she's already walking. I don't want to start before she starts to walk where she's just standing there. I want to fast forward a little bit so she's already in her stride. Hit the I for in and count. Get about 10 seconds in there. She had a little twirl. That's fun. We're out. We're going to use the comma key to insert it into my timeline. And then we're going to move forward now to the walking through the frame. I know we do 2 takes of this, so I'm going to back it up till she's out of the frame. Hit I for in, play, so that way she walks all the way through the frame. When she's out, stop it, O for out. Again, hit comma to insert it in, or I could drag it down with my mouse if I wanted to. And we're going to fast forward here to the next shot, which is going to be a tracking shot. So let's find the start of that tracking shot. Again, while she's already walking is when I want to start it. So now I want to start it. And we're going to go, go, go before I see the other camera in the shot. So about here and out. And again, comma to insert it. And then the next shot is a close-up. Oh, back that up a little bit. There's the beginning. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's about it. And put that in there. And then there's one last shot of the worm's eye view walking away. So find where she's going, back it up until she's off the screen, hit I, go ahead and let it play. In my head I'm counting 5, 6, 7. That's about the end there. And then insert it. Now if I look at my timeline here, again I hit the backslash key to zoom out all the way. I'm about 52 seconds. And you can see that the bottom right here, 52 seconds and 3 frames. So that's how long it is. So we're going to cut almost half of that out of here. But now we need the music. And that's how we're going to know when to make those cuts. So again, you can use that list of websites I have posted. I'm back on Pixabay here, and I'm going to use this Weekends track right here. I'm going to go ahead and download it. And we're going to download it into the Montage Video Project folder. Save it. Now again, I can open my Finder window right here. There it is. Drag it down, and now it's in. I'm going to drag this to audio 2, and I want to make this taller because I want to see the waveforms, because that's a really easy way to tell when to make cuts is by looking at the audio itself. When I look at the audio clips, I can see where those beats are. You know, that's a beat right there. Oh, we got to unmute it. So that was a beat. Boom. So those are our beats. So it's easy to look for those and find a spot. So maybe I want to cut it a little earlier, right? I want to cut it right here. So I can move my playhead. I'm just on this timeline area, right where the top of the playhead is. I can move this back and forth, and I can line it up with one of those spots. And if I can't get super close, maybe I zoom in with my plus key so I can help get a little bit more accurate. And I can also use my arrow keys on the keyboard to go back and forth one frame at a time to find where I want it. And we're going to use the Ripple Edit tool. So right here, the Ripple Edit tool, shortcut B, is what we're going to use, because then I come here and I can click and drag and make this a little shorter. Now, every shot I do. Now, one thing I didn't do yet, I need to mute the audio from the camera. So on this audio 1 track, I'm going to hit mute here because we don't need the audio from the scene. We don't want it. We just want the music. So I think I'm going to make another cut about here. So again, I'm going to line my playhead up where I want it and do that Ripple Edit tool. And you can see our total time. First of all, we got to back all the way out. Our music's way longer than we need to. So something that's a little helpful to do, right? We know we want it to be 30 seconds. Go to that 30-second mark by actually coming in here. You can come in here and just type in 30. Oops, not the right way. Come in here and type in 30 in the second area there. And it's going to put your playhead right on 30 seconds. And that allows us to then use our cut tool, shortcut C, come here and cut our audio. V for select, click on that and delete it. Now that's where we want to end it. And we can see what our total time is now, which is really helpful. So we know if we're making too many cuts or not enough cuts, we can get that down. So we need to take another 15 seconds off, which I think we can do no problem. So we got to start that just a little sooner right there. So again, come here, get my Ripple, oops, wrong tool. Bring that back. So now if we look, we still have 2 more shots to fit in, and we don't have a lot of time. We still have to get 15 seconds out. So maybe we can make one of these shots a little shorter. And that way we have also nice spacing between each shot. So I'm going to go ahead and trim up the next 2 first, then we might go back and trim up the very first shot. There. So you can see we're a little over, so we need to trim down a little bit more. So I'm actually going to work from the front. I'm going to trim off this part and bring it this way. Oh, it's not letting me do it. So I'm going to change tools to my move tool. I bring this up, and another way to make a ripple delete is I can click here. Once I've moved it that way, I can click here in this blank spot. Now it's white. When I hit delete, it's going to move the whole timeline over. Now you can see we're down to 40 seconds. So we still need 10 more seconds to get rid of. So I think I'm going to make these 2 a little shorter. So that's still a beat right there. Let's bring this back to here. And we're going to bring this shot back to here. And then we can bring this right up to there. And that's exactly 30 seconds now. So we have all our cuts in time at the 30 seconds. Now, what you can also do if you want to make a little bit more fine-tuned adjustments. So maybe I want to see her foot coming a little sooner. Right here is the slip tool. And what's really cool with the slip tool, so that's your 5th tool down, is I can come inside a track here and I can click and drag in a different direction, and it's going to change the in and out points of that clip. So I'm bringing it backwards a little bit so I can get, see, there's her leg showing up. I'm going to go right back before that. Now it's a lot faster cut when I get to it. I can do the same thing here with this one. You can see at the end of this, her shadow is still visible. So if I click in here and then drag to the right a little bit, or to the left I should say, I can get to where her shadow's off. Now there's one problem with that. I made a little shaky camera thing at the end there. So let's come back in here. So as soon as she was gone, I moved the camera. So we want to make sure we cut before that camera movement happens. That's much better. Premiere Pro automatically saves nowadays, but I still do a Command S after I've done a lot of work. Just it's a safety habit to do a manual save. Now that's done, it's time to export it. We're done. That's it. We did the rhythmic montage. You could add a title if you want. Not required for this. What's required is 30 seconds, cut to the beat. I've gone through and I've found those spots here where the beat is. I also picked a music track that was easy to see those in, right? You can see later on, when there's a lot of stuff happening, it's hard to see those definitive spots. I picked one where it's very easy to see it. So visually I can see it, I can hear it, I can feel the rhythm, and then I cut to it. So now we're going to export it. We're going to do the same process as we did with the knock knock joke. I'm going to go to export and then make sure again we navigate to where we want to export it to. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to do here. I'm going to create a folder for exports. Go ahead and hit save and then hit export. We don't need anything else. We're just going to leave everything how it is by default and hit export. And now that we've exported it, just like before, we need to upload it to YouTube and get it to our Weebly site. So let's go back to our YouTube page and go ahead, hit the create button, upload video. I'm going to drag this in here, is uploading. Again, you can add description, you can change the title, you can add thumbnails, adding this to a playlist. No, it's not made for kids. Next, don't need subtitles because there's no dialogue. Next, it's going to check for copyrights. It's probably going to find one because I downloaded the music from a site that does have copyrights. Next is public, publish. Now it's still processing, but I can still copy this link here and get it on my website while it's in the process if I wanted to. So again, I'm going to go back to my website builder here on my videos page. Let's drag down another title. Do top, bottom, doesn't matter. Call it my montage video. Drag over that YouTube setting. Click anywhere. Copy and paste your link in. And it's going to show like that right now because it is still on my page processing. Once it's processed, it will show up properly. I'm going to hit publish anyways because it's ready to go. And if we refresh this page, it's going to show you the placeholder for that video right now. And when it is done processing, it'll show up and be ready to go. Again, if you have any questions, please send me an email and we'll get you sorted out. Have fun with this one. Be creative. You don't have to do all the shots in the order that I did them in. This is how I shot them. That's how I normally do it. You can have fun and mix up the order if you want to. Be creative with it. Your requirements are the shot list and being 30 seconds and cutting to the beat. Outside of that, you can mix and match those shots. You can intersperse shots. You can make them shorter or longer. Have fun with it. Be creative. Let me see what you can do.